Hi, this is Natasha Korshenko, and I wanted to hop on here today and talk about the current energies that are happening. What I'm feeling is that we are no longer, as a collective, no longer are we going downhill. The feeling I have, it's like the feeling, the image, the collective is no longer kind of nosediving into the darkness. We went through some kind of period, some kind of portal, and we are now, it feels like finally starting to walk back up. So starting to, I guess the good word would be ascend. I know we've been ascending for a long time, but this is just it's a little different than what I mean. It's just like the struggle is not as palpable. It's not as it's just different. There's a different feeling in the air, and I'm really excited about that because I've been just watching how much everybody's been struggling, and I know we are struggling right now. I'm aware, but it's just, again, it's just a different feel right now, and I am witnessing that people are starting to desire to work on themselves more. Again, I know a lot of us have been working on ourselves, but just I guess more people are waking up to this understanding that this is what we need to be doing right now. This is just no yeah, we have to do this. There's no other options, because if we keep putting it off, we're just gonna, it's like having a wound that you don't take care of, it festers and it just gets nastier and nastier. I'm so happy that I am feeling this in the collective, that people are now desiring to do the work finally. I couldn't be happier. I love witnessing this. This is amazing. I've been waiting for this for so long. I just want humanity to finally kind of start to rise, start to feel better. Because I mean, I've been seeing and feeling the pain all my life, and it's been rough. It's been rough watching and feeling. And I'm glad that people are taking the responsibility for their lives now, finally, and to feel better, to uplift the collective by uplifting themselves. And I feel like this past solar eclipse, there was a lunar and a solar eclipse, but especially after the solar eclipse, there's this kind of there's almost like a balancing of the feminine and the masculine, and this is within each individual. We all have both masculine and feminine energies inside us, and I feel like there is a better balance inside each one of us now, finally. And I'm sure this is going to influence just in general between men and women as well, because this energies, it's not just within, it's also without. And the without part is us as a human collective, which is represents itself in both of the genders or both of the energies. And yeah, and this is right now, it's the time between the eclipse and the winter solstice, and today is the 13th, and we have 7 more days till the solstice. And the feeling of magic is to me palpable. There's a rise in people really struggling with ascension symptoms, a lot of head pressure, a lot of weird skin stuff, itching and rashes and breakouts. We're purging, and also the emotional stuff. A lot of emotional baggage is coming up to be dealt with. So people are really having a really, really hard time. But again, I'm seeing the other side to it already, just because I see the result that this work can do for us. So yeah, this period is really, really intense. This week is really, really intense. At the same time, it's just so important and, to me, exciting, because while it's really, really hard for everybody, we're really skyrocketing as a collective. I love it so much. You know, last year, the solstice, it was kind of like the beginning of this whole big shift. I mean, we've been shifting for a while, sure, but like, this is a different kind of shift. This was, yeah, this year has been a lot, and this is kind of like the winding up to almost the finale, and the finale is going to be in the solstice. And yeah, and as far as the, you know, the darker forces, I am seeing that they're struggling, that there's a desperation in the air, and they are just kind of desperate. The feeling is desperate. They're just trying all kinds of nonsense. I mean, if you are paying attention, you see what I mean. There's just not nonsense going on. And yeah, and the advice that I can give you guys this week, and really honestly, in general, from now on, and I mean, it should have been before today as well, but like, just like, to start fresh from this point on, gratitude and feeling your heart is what's important right now, this week. What's important is living in your heart and gratitude. Now, I know not everybody, not all of us are able to feel, because we've blocked out our feelings. This world is what it is, right? So a lot of us have developed a coping mechanism of numbing ourselves out and not feeling everything. But if you want to feel the good, you have to feel everything. That includes the bad. It's everything. So this week, yeah, it's hard, it's rough, but you have to feel your feelings, and then underneath it all, you'll be able to start feeling your heart. And you have to feel your heart, and you have to then, yeah, you have to live from your heart, breathe through your heart. And then I guess the second thing, which is it's pretty related to, but it's kind of separate, the gratitude thing. You have to notice in your everyday life, every moment, what can you be grateful for? There's always something to be grateful for. Now, this gratitude, what it does is it propels you into a better future. The more you're grateful, the more you have this feeling of gratitude, the more of that, the stuff that you could be grateful for will come into your existence, into your reality. So there's always something to be grateful for. There's always something to be grateful for. For example, having a roof over your head, right? Not being in the elements where you could be cold, and you could get wet from the rain. You're dry. You're not freezing to death, right? You have some food to eat. You have something to put in your stomach, right? And perhaps there's some kind of love in your life, maybe a pet. Maybe have some gratitude for the existence of this being, this family member, right? Perhaps you have some humans that you could find to appreciate. Perhaps it's friends over the internet, right? A connection is a connection. What else? It's everything. It's anything. It's walking down the street and seeing a bird, or hearing birds chirp and being joyous, right? It's anything and everything. It's being able to breathe, right? Fill up your lungs with air, having water to drink, having your needs met, the basic needs at the very least, right? Perhaps having some freedom. There's anything, like there's, maybe the fact that we have a pillow, I mean, it's anything and everything. I could go on and on, you know, like my rose quartz, my my rock from Mount Shasta, right? Just like anything and everything. Um, yeah, guys, right now, this week in general is a big one, and this feeling of gratitude, like I said, and just the feeling your heart. This is the new thing that we need to make sure we are experiencing, because we want to build a better, healthier future for ourselves, right? So I wish you guys all the very best in your manifestations and in your life. And if you have any questions, you could go ahead and put them down below. And perhaps if you like this video, press like, perhaps press subscribe. And I will see you on the very next video. And yeah, I can't wait for the solstice, you guys. I'll see you soon.